My world was made of shadows and empty spaces. I was just a small, shivering dog with fur the color of dust and mud. The city was loud and scary, cars rushed by, people ignored me. I was invisible, a ghost in a world full of life. Finding food was my only job, but hunger was my constant companion. Bigger dogs chased me away. I learned to hide, to disappear. Nights were the worst, cold, dark, and full of fear. I dreamed of warmth, a gentle hand, and a name. Hope was a tiny flickering flame in my lonely heart. One afternoon, everything changed. I watched a kind woman and man in the park. They noticed me. The woman knelt, her eyes soft, her voice gentle. She offered me chicken, and hunger overcame my fear. Step by step, I crept closer, drawn by kindness and food. The man stayed back, patient and quiet. I snatched the treat and retreated, but she smiled and offered more. Each bite melted a little of my fear. They didn't try to catch me, they just wanted to help. For the first time in ages, I felt a spark inside. It was hope. The kind woman and man stayed with me, their presence gentle and patient. They didn't rush or force me, but instead sat quietly, offering water and speaking in soft, soothing voices. I could sense their kindness, even though my heart was pounding with fear and uncertainty. Every movement they made was slow and careful, as if they understood how scared I was. The world had always felt so harsh, but in that moment, their calmness made it feel a little less frightening. Then, the woman leaned closer and called me Diamond. Hearing that name, spoken with such warmth, made me feel seen for the first time. It was as if she believed I was precious, even though I was dirty and trembling. The name wrapped around me like a gentle hug, and for a moment I forgot about my fears. The woman reached out, her hand open and inviting, letting me sniff her fingers. I hesitated, but curiosity got the better of me. Her scent was unfamiliar but not threatening. She waited patiently, never pulling away or pushing too close, giving me the choice to come forward. When I finally touched her hand with my nose, she gently stroked my fur. Her touch was soft and reassuring, nothing like the roughness I'd known before. I felt my body relax just a little and my tail gave a tiny, uncertain wag. It was the first time in a long while that I'd let someone get this close. They coaxed me onto a soft blanket, speaking words I didn't understand but could feel were kind. When they slipped a gentle leash around my neck, I flinched, but their hands were steady and calm. They promised I would be safe now, and somehow, I wanted to believe them. I was tired of running, tired of being scared, tired of never knowing kindness. So I let them lift me up, my body heavy with exhaustion, and carry me to their car. Their arms felt secure, and for the first time, I didn't struggle. Inside the car, it was warm and quiet. The woman sat beside me, her hand resting gently on my back, petting me in slow, comforting strokes. I could feel my heartbeat slowing, my breathing evening out as I started to relax. For the first time, I wasn't hiding in the shadows or running from loud noises. I was safe, surrounded by people who cared. I could finally let my guard down, just a little, and allow myself to hope that things might be different now. I closed my eyes, feeling the warmth and safety around me, and let myself trust. I was Diamond, and maybe, just maybe, I could start again. We arrived at the rescue center, a place that smelled of hope and new possibilities. The building stood quietly, but inside, it buzzed with the gentle energy of second chances. I could sense the stories of so many animals who had come before me, each one searching for a fresh start. The air was filled with a mix of nervousness and anticipation, and I wondered what my own story would become. Sarah, the kind woman who had found me, never left my side. As the veterinarian examined me, she spoke softly, her voice soothing my fears. The vet's hands were gentle, checking my thin frame and matted fur with care. For the first time in a long while, I felt safe, surrounded by people who wanted to help. I was skinny, dirty and scared, my body trembled with every touch. But the rescue workers didn't turn away. They offered me food, water and soft words, showing me patience and kindness I had almost forgotten existed. Slowly, I began to trust that maybe things could get better. A warm bath washed away the dirt and the memories of my old life. The water was gentle, and as the grime disappeared, my white fur began to shine through. Wrapped in a soft towel, I felt lighter, as if the weight of my past was being lifted away. My new kennel was nothing like the streets. It had a soft bed that cradled my tired body, and bowls filled with fresh food and clean water. For the first time I could rest without fear, knowing I was safe and cared for. The gentle hum of the shelter at night became a lullaby. Over the weeks I grew stronger. My coat became shiny, my eyes brighter, and my spirit lighter. Each day brought new hope, and I started to believe that I could be happy again. The staff cheered me on, celebrating every small victory as I learned to trust and heal. The people at the shelter were patient and kind. They played with me, teaching me that hands could be gentle and voices could be loving. With every game and every treat, I learned to trust a little more, and my tail began to wag with real joy. My tail wagged again, stronger each day, and I greeted Sarah with happy yips whenever she visited. Her smile told me she was proud of how far I'd come. I felt a connection growing between us, a bond built on hope and kindness. I was no longer invisible. I was becoming Diamond, a dog with a name, a future, and a heart full of happiness. My journey was just beginning, and for the first time I truly believed that I was home. One ordinary morning, as sunlight streamed through the shelter windows, I heard the sound of laughter and footsteps. A family had come to meet me, a kind mom, a gentle dad, and a little boy named Leo whose eyes sparkled with excitement and hope. I watched them from behind my kennel door, my heart pounding with curiosity and a little bit of nervousness. Leo knelt down and offered me a bright red toy, his small hand reaching out with patience and care. I sniffed his fingers, feeling the warmth of his kindness. And in that moment, I decided he was a good human. For the first time in a long while, I felt a glimmer of hope. The family visited me every single day, bringing treats, gentle words, and smiles. Each time I saw them, my tail wagged harder and my heart grew lighter. I started to believe that maybe, just maybe, I could belong somewhere again. Over time, we grew closer. They laughed at my silly antics and comforted me when I was shy. Soon, they fell in love with me, and I could feel it in every hug and every gentle pat. They wanted to give me a forever home, a place where I would always be safe and loved. The day I left the rescue center, I wasn't scared anymore. Instead, I was filled with excitement and anticipation. My paws touched the grass outside, and I knew my life was about to change forever. Their house was everything I had dreamed of, full of laughter, toys scattered everywhere, and a soft bed with my name, Diamond, stitched on it. I explored every corner, my tail wagging with joy, knowing I was finally home. Now, my days are filled with love and purpose. I wake up to morning kisses from Leo, enjoy long walks in the park with my family, and snuggle up for cozy cuddles on the couch. Every moment is a reminder that I am cherished. I am no longer a lonely stray searching for scraps or a place to sleep. I am part of a family, surrounded by warmth, laughter, and belonging. Every dog deserves a chance like this, a chance to be loved, to find a family, and to know the comfort of a forever home. There are so many waiting, just like I once was. I am Diamond, and after all my waiting, I am finally home. My heart is full and my story is just beginning.